Buddy, please tell me I have sound today, because that would really, really stink if I did not. Anybody there? Hello? Hi, Stacy. Hi, Marina. Hi, cats. Can you guys hear me today? Hi, Kellyanne. Hi, Tammy. Oh, awesome. Last time, I think it took me 5 tries to finally get my sound to work. YouTube added some camera function, and it jacked up my microphone, so I wasn't able to. Gosh, it took me forever. Hi, little C. Hi, Lisa. Awesome. Well, what I'm doing today is I'm making a prayer journal for my dad. I call it a prayer journal. He kind of calls it an everyday travel. I need something to put my crap in journal. He's doing better. The bruising is really bad, but he's healing. But so let me get this side pocket in, and I'll show you guys what I've done so far. And I'm tailoring it to him because I've asked him, what papers does he want me to use, what colors, what napkins, that type of thing. So the color palette is all his. And he picked it out and everything. So I'm working with what, he chose. All right. Yeah, Dad's doing good. All right. Let me see. That's 3. That's 4. All right. I started him a journal, like I was saying. He likes, his idea is when he travels and he wants to take pictures or little tickets or stubs or whatever he gathers on his travels, he'd like to be able to put it in one spot. All right. So what I did was he picked out the napkins, and so this was the first one, the first napkin in the first signature. All right. And he said he wanted some place to put a pencil or a pen. So where is it? You know those stretch bands they give you at physical therapy? Well, or when they do your arm in the ER, usually they throw these out. Once it touches your skin, they throw them out. So I ask my doctors or nurses or whatever when they're done with me if I can keep them, little stretchy bands. And so I'll cut out little pieces and just staple them to the inside right here. And then I've got a place to tuck a pencil. So, okay, but this is what I did. And these are the papers he chose. So, and what I did here was I just cut up some line paper and put it together so he has someplace to write. And I just used washi tape across the top. He doesn't like all the frills and the frou-frou and all the extras that most of us like to throw in junk journals. He likes it very, very simple. So this is what I did for him. On this side is where he can put his pictures and stuff like that. So, but this simplicity is what he wanted. And so that's what I gave him. And he saw this first signature and he really, really liked it. And of course, there's a pocket in the back. And I made 4 signatures altogether. I was going to put them in, let's see, I had already made the cover for the journal, but then he told me he wanted to be able to remove each signature, you know, for like each adventure. So I'm like, okay, well, now I'm going to have to make a new cover because I had originally made the cover and the binding so I could sew in his signatures. So now I get to make another one, which is no big deal. Let's see, here's the inside of what the inside of the journal cover was going to be. Let's see, there was the front, and then the back was just going to be plain. And then I had, it's like a 2-inch binder here that I was going to, you know, like hinge it on with some book tape. And then cover it with blue jeans. That when he said he wanted to be able to remove them, I thought, okay, well, I'll just get some big rubber bands and make him a different kind of binding, and then we can just rubber band them in. And that way, if he wants more, then I'll make him some more signatures and he can add more or take out or whatever. So I just finished putting the papers, and you see me put this pocket in. And you didn't see me, I did this one earlier. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for stopping in. Hi, Carol. I'm sorry I missed you. Is there anybody else I missed coming in when I was yakety-yakking? So, but to give these pages that have the line paper on them a little bit more oomph, because I like simple elegance. He likes oversimplified elegance. So I figured I'd just give it a little bit of oomph and add some washi tape. And I don't have a whole lot of washi tape, but I tried to coordinate. Okay, I have a question. Do any of you do this? You know, like when you cut off little pieces or bits and bobs of your washi tape that tears, and it just seems like a shame to throw them away? I put all my extras on an index card, and then when I'm done, I Mod Podge them, and then I use them for tags or whatever. That way they don't get wasted. What do you guys think? Oh, well, cool beans. But yeah. I mean, I know washi tape's not that expensive, but why throw it away when you don't have to? I mean, I've done a couple like that. I've made, like I said, tags, and they're great little things, especially if you use, sometimes I'll have 2 or 3 index cards going at the same time. So that way, hi Kilburns. So that way, if I want to color coordinate, oops. There we go. Now, see, it's not a whole lot, but it's a little something. Let's do this one. This one looks like fun. And it kind of gives the line paper a little bit of a header. So what's everybody doing? I was trying to go online before I encroached on anybody else's, what do you call it? You know, their online time. maybe get a little bit of quality girl time in. Let's use this one. Now, I don't remember where I got this one from, but I remember it's so thin that if you're not careful, when you go to pull it off the thing, it like rips halfway down the middle. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, Cats. Yeah, we're waiting for Dad to get better and heal up from his surgery so that I can go in and get mine done. And I tell you what, guys, I am not afraid of hospitals. I'm not afraid of doctors. I'm not afraid of needles. Dang, I can probably take my own blood and give myself my own shots, okay? But the last time I went in for my knee surgery, they had replaced my entire knee. And in the process, damaged that central bunch of nerves that's behind your knee in the bend of your leg. And I almost lost my leg that day from the knee down. They almost had to cut it off. And after that, I've got, serious nerve damage. I could step on glass on my left foot and I wouldn't feel it. I can't even curl my toes. But, and now they want to go back in and work on the same knee. Different doctors. And I keep hearing, this guy is good, this guy is good. Well, the last guys were supposed to be good. So I'm really, really anxious about it, guys. So if you guys keep me in your prayers, maybe just ask the Lord to calm my heart, my spirit, something. I've had so many surgeries and everything, and nothing's ever bothered me except when it comes to them, wanting to snag my leg. I mean, and I had to actually sit there and talk with the doctor for like 45 minutes to let him know I was coherent enough to say, yes, go in, do the emergency surgery, remove the blood clot that you guys created. And I said, if you guys took my leg, I would crawl across this floor and beat you with my bloody stump. So it's been a struggle. And there's been a couple times since that they've wanted to take it. And I'm like, it's a perfectly good leg. All 5 toes are there. They may not work, but they're there. I have shoes that fit. I don't have, no, you just leave my leg alone. It still hurts. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. When they did I had a motorcycle wreck. Okay. And we got hit by a car on the left side. And when we got hit by a car, the car ripped and damaged 3 out of the 4 sets of ligaments and tendons that support your shin bone to your thigh bone, connected by your knee. And so they had to go in and replace all 3 of those sets. I only had 1 set holding everything together. And now my ACL, I tore it again, and I don't know how. And they have to go in and fix it, replace it, and I really don't want them to cut me open again, but it looks like they're going to, and I just want to crawl under a rock and, hide somewhere. Hide and cry, hide and cry. But when I had the surgery done, they did it in Long Beach Memorial Medical Center, and it was supposed to be the best orthopedic trauma center in the entire Southwest United States. I mean, I don't know how good that is, but, you know, hey, when you're 20, let's see, 18 and 4 times 22 years old. Yeah, you just don't know. Let's go back to this one. And now everybody that we've talked to, and even my dad, the guy who did my dad's surgery is going to be the one doing mine. Okay, well, that was a little lopsided. Let's fix that. Did you? All right. Whoops. Wow, I'm really on the ball today. Oh, that's not good. All right. Well, since I pulled it off 2 or 3 times, let's grab the glue stick. Stacy, did you come across anybody who had to have their leg removed because of a blood clot? I mean, when I came to in recovery, right above my knee, I could put my fingers around like this. Right below my knee was like this. It was so swollen. Thank you, cats. Yeah, and that's what I'm worried about. I don't want him to go in, find that there's too much damage in there, and say, oh, well, screw it, we can't save it, and let's just take it, and we'll let her know when she wakes up. They can't do that, can they? I mean, they won't take my knee if I'm out. They can't do that, right? Okay. So that one, for the most part, is done. Very simple. You were the nurse tech? Yeah. My daughter's going to school for nursing. She wants to be an RN. And she's kicking some major butt in classes. So I'm really proud of her. So that's 2 down. Now for the 3rd one, but I'd really like to do the cover, and I don't quite know how to make a cover that big. Yeah, she loves being a nurse as well. Okay, well, before I figure out what I'm going to do with that, I got to show you guys some stuff. I was telling my dad something that I wanted for my birthday, which isn't until the end of September, right? And I figured I could tell him ahead of time, and that way he wouldn't have it feel like it was popped up on him, sprung up on him. Okay, now I have a whole bunch of Crayola. Yes, actually, cats, that is part of why I'm having my auction on Saturday, because I've been on warfarin, Coumadin, for several years now. I've had a couple of clots since then, and one almost hit my lungs. So I've been on it, but when I went to Kentucky, and I was trying to get new doctors and everything there, he doubled my Coumadin. So instead of taking 5 milligrams every day, I was taking 10. Well, after about 2 months, my ProTime, or my INR numbers, jumped from 2.0 to 3.0, which is normal, up to 13.5. I could have sneezed and bled to death. Hi, Megs. And so, yeah. And because of that, all my top teeth pretty much fell out. They don't have dental insurance in Missouri. And Medicare doesn't cover dental insurance. I think they cover dentures for once in your life or something like that. I don't even know. But so now I've already been through, several dentists and everything, got the best price, but it's still going to cost me $3,000 to have partials. Yeah. And so that's what my auction is for on Saturday. 1 week, guys, 1 week. Yeah, I can't wait. That's what I'm having the auction for, is to help me raise money to pay for the partials. I've already been to the dentist, but before they'll even give me the temporaries, I have to come up with half down. And I'm on disability. There's no way I can come up with that. So I figured with the auction, that way I'm not, hi, Kathy. I'm not, begging people for money or anything like that. They're actually buying stuff. And I've got a video on my channel that's a preview video for some of the items that are going to be in the auction. Not all of them, but some of them. So, okay. So getting back to, oops, my Happy Mail. I told my dad what I wanted for Christmas. I've got Crayola pencils, not watercolor, colored pencils. Yes. Colored pencils. I mean, I've got a buttload of them. And I love Crayola. They've been great. They've worked for me my whole life. But I've always wanted something a little bit better. Well, not always, because I only just found out about these, maybe last year. Anyways, so look what came in the mail today. No kidding. This is what my dad got me. It's a box of 72 Prismacolors. And now I can get serious about my coloring, and because I really love shading and adding detail and things like that. And but when you open the tin, it's got 3 trays of pencils. Isn't that awesome? I wasn't expecting them until the end of September. But yeah, so this is my early birthday present. So I got these today. I was tickled. So happy birthday to me way, 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 way early. And then Lori McGarity, bless her heart. I absolutely love that woman to death. I got a happy mail from her. I got this came in yesterday. And she sent me some items for the auction. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Nightbot is not supposed to be okay. Hi, Rome. I do not know how to moderate Nightbot. He's been a very naughty boy, and I got to figure him out before Saturday. But okay, yes, I got happy mail from Lori. She had ordered some what? Yes, I already fed the cat. That was Dad. Dad, come back here. You can't come in here when I'm doing a live and not say hi. You know that. Nuh-uh. Let me see.
Where am I?
Right here. Gotta say hi.
Hi.
Dad says hi. Okay, let me see.
What are we doing?
Oh, wait, Brenda. Okay, I was trying to make Marina a moderator. There we go. Okay.
Moderator.
There we go.
Where
Bad guys 0. How do I take Nightbot out? Marina says hi, Dad. Stacy says hi. Brenda says hi. Hi, Brenda. Rome says hi. Meg says hi.
Hola to all of you.
Okay, so you have to kick Nightbot in the butt too?
Me? No.
No, not you. I have to go into setting. Okay, I'll have to do... Won't I have to do that later, though? I mean, I don't know how to do that now. Okay. All right. Maybe you guys can keep Nightbot in check for me. Yeah, I'm not going to do it right now. Oh, can I time him out? Wait, you're a moderator? Oh, you closed the door. He closed the door. He walked in the other room. Okay, so this is what Lori sent me. She got a couple of duplicates, so she figured she would send some to me for the auction. So some stencils. Can you see? Wait, shine? No shine. Let's move you. Take the shine away. There's one stencil. Let me put something behind it so you guys can see it. Da, 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 da. Okay, how's that? Okay, there's one stencil. I really like that one. Check that one out. And then there's this one. And this one. And that one. I really like that one. And then this one looks kind of grungy, steampunky. I'm not quite sure, but it's kind of cool. Yes, these will go in the auction. These will also be in the auction next week. But I've never done an auction. I've only been to other people's. So I'm not even sure how to do those. I'm hoping I don't, fudge it up too bad. Oh, and if Arlene happens to come in, Arlene Adkins Zell, I got her Happy Mail today too. She sent me a bunch of magazine images and things like that, but I already used them, so I already put them with my glue book and everything else. So I can't really show them. I was so excited to get them. But I want to put the lid back on this if I can find it. Oh, I know what I did. I dropped it. Hi, Kim. Okay. So, what is everybody else doing today on a Saturday night? Thanks, Mags. I was watching Nick the Booksmith today. Have you guys ever watched her? I absolutely love her. She's fabulous. She's got such great ideas. And I had done something a while ago I called Serendipity Papers, and I don't even remember the video I got that idea off of. But Nick the Booksmith does oh yeah, that's really easy to do, Brenda. You're trying to finish a pocket letter, Marina? I love doing pocket letters. I really do. But okay. So she was doing the same thing, but she called them Franken pages. So I thought her scrap pages are a little bit bigger than mine. So I'm hoping that it's not, going to be too much of a hardship. Tuck these under here. Yeah, I'm hoping to get to, nope, I can't do any shopping this month because I'm saving my money to get my teeth done. There's a couple things I'm going to pick up, but that's because I'm out. Like, I'm getting low on my double-sided tape, that type of thing. But what I was saying, has anybody else watched any of her videos, Nick the Booksmith? Oh, they're a lot of fun, Stacy. They really are. Actually, Kathy, that's who I'm going with. They just opened one about 30 minutes from where I live, and the estimate for what they're going to do with my mouth is going to be $3,000. It's $3,000, and I only bring in like $700 a month. My living expenses on disability. So, obviously I can't afford that. So I'm trying to raise the money to do, to pay the half down so that I can get my temporaries. And then it gives me a few more months to save up for the final permanent dentures. A full set for $350. I should have just had pull out the rest of my teeth then. No, I'm not getting implants. They're only doing temporaries. Or not temporaries, partials. That's what they said. I can't afford. I went to one dentist to ask them, get a price tag on implants, and they wanted $16,000. I thought, holy crap, that's more than my old house. No, not really, but my car. $16,000 for fake teeth. You've got to be out of your mind. They really are. And don't pull out all my teeth if I don't have to. Okay. Oh, good grief. Can somebody put Nightbot on timeout? Can you guys do that, Brenda or Marina? Well, he didn't tell me I had oops, not that. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, I just timed him out. But yeah, so $16,000 for implants. I thought, no, I'll go to Walmart and buy me some Bubba teeth at Halloween. Yeah, that was a bit much. I did wear some Bubba teeth to church for Halloween last year, just after Halloween. And because we sit front row, and I was waiting for the preacher to look at me so I could open my mouth and grin at him with these Bubba teeth. Oh, yeah. He refused to look at me. I wonder why. I figured I'd get him laughing during his sermon or something. But no, he wouldn't look at me. Not in the least bit. Oh yeah, I have fun though. If you guys ever watched any of my other videos, you'll hear me tell you guys all the time. You gotta find the humor in life. You really, really do. because if you don't, life sucks. It really does. But yeah, I mean, creative parenting, you name it. It was fun. Okay, what I'm going to do is that once all the teeth were gone, you would have no bone structure left to be able to hook dentures onto them. Oh no, Marina, that stinks. Okay, these are some of my coffee dyed papers, which I wasn't really happy how they turned out. I followed a direction, I followed somebody else's suggestion on how to coffee dye papers, and they just came out looking like, tan colored paper. They didn't really look like they're aged. Oh, are you kidding, Marina? That sucks. But I do have to tell you this story, and this is why I tell you guys to laugh. Because after my teeth fell out, right, I'm standing at the front of the church, and I was talking to one of the deacons. Well, I had I had a mint in my mouth, and I've got no front teeth on top. So, usually your teeth will be a buffer for anything that's in your face. And I was talking to the deacon, and the mint went flying out right at him. I happened to reach up, catch it, pop it back in my mouth, and just kept on going. He looked at me, he goes, "Did that really just happen?" I went, "Yep." You had your teeth do that? Actually, cats, I did do that. I called dental schools all the way up from, I'm like dead in the center between St. Louis and Memphis. And I called them all the way up to St. Louis, all the way down to Memphis. Every dental college I called said they do not do walk-ins, something about liability. So, but yeah, that was one of the things that I did, because I went to beauty college for a while, and that's what we did. We took walk-ins because that helped us get our hours for our certificate. But yeah, bloop, grabbed it, popped it right back in, and just kept talking. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to try Nick the Booksmith's suggestions on using scrap paper. This is all my scraps, at least that I have close. I usually use this bag and do my clusters with, but let me see. She said do it by 8.5 by 11, so we'll do it that way. Get out my glue. We don't have an Aspen Dental around here. Hi, Kieran. See, I was born in Detroit, so I had to grow up with a sense of humor, or I swear to God, I would end up being featured in, Cops, an episode of Cops or something. Okay, so let's kind of pair that and see where we go with it. Actually, I've used almost everything you've sent me, Kieran. I haven't used all of the Sharpie doodles you sent me, because those I'm putting in, another journal. So, but yeah, all your painty papers, the ones you sent me, I've used every stinking one of those things. They are gorgeous. See, I have some. I like that. Oh, that'd be great. I can send you some of mine. I'm pretty much out. I gotta make me some more. I don't want that whole thing. Let's just do part of it. Okay. I did realize though, when I did my last set of papers, because I called mine the Serendipity. She called hers the Franken pages because she sews on hers, and I haven't done that with the others. So I'm going to try that with mine, or with that one this time. You haven't been brave enough to use it? Well, I'd love to trade some more painting papers out like we did with Melissa's group, The Flock. That was a lot of fun. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? I don't want to use these. Those are all just plain. Okay, I can use those for tags and stuff. When I have leftover paint or whatever, I'll grab, you know, scraps and just scribble on them. Let's see. Well, that might work. That'll work. I'm trying to kind of coordinate in colors. Okay, Kathy. Let's see now. Those are pretty. That might work. These are some of my watercolor paper strips left over from when I was doing die cuts. I might have a strip or two in here that's got some painty paper stuff in it, but I don't know. Oh, that'll be a lot of fun, Brenda. Cookie cutters on your jelly plate. Let's see. I don't think that'll match. That might. I don't know if that will. Oh. I got to tell you guys something, okay? I ordered a heat gun in the mail because mine went kablooey, okay? I mean, I'd had the thing for almost 20 years, and it went kablooey. And so I ordered it, and I waited and waited and waited and waited, and it never came. So I finally talked to the seller, and I explained, you know, I've been waiting forever. It hasn't come yet. So he refunded me my money. Like, that was awesome, you know? I mean, it had been in transit for like 3 months. It came in the mail yesterday. I've got to find this guy so I can send him the payment back because I don't like, you know, I'm not gonna just keep it and not, you know, pay for it. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. Well, that's kind of pretty. Okay, Kieran, I can wait. That's no problem. I probably won't be able to do anything until after next week anyways, because, you know, I got my auction next week. And I'm like going absolutely crazy with worry and everything. Because, you know, I figure nobody will show up. Everybody will look at my stuff and think it's gross and laugh me out of, you know, laughed me off the internet. It's one of those where you find yourself in a crowded auditorium and you're only wearing your underwear type things. Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure I've got enough right here to finish a page. What do you guys think? You think that's enough right there? So let's see what we got. All right, and put those back in there. I love them too. You know, it's like, I don't know what to do with a lot of my, all right, come back here. Thank you. Okay, well, no rush, Karen. Kieran, sorry, not Karen. Kieran. Because like I said, it'll be a little bit before I do mine. I got a lot of other irons in the fire at the moment. So, but yeah, when I do my jelly plates and stuff, I'll use index cards. Well, you probably can't see it now because I put glue all over it, but yeah, I'll use index cards. Whatever I can get my hands on goes on my jelly plate. Hi, Laura. Hi, Stamp and Play. Yep. Right now, we're just kind of chitter-chatting and laughing about, you know, food flying out of our mouths or teeth going flying when, you know, we don't have any control. All because Medicaid decided to stop, or Medicare decided to stop paying for dental. See, this piece right here is just one of my palette pieces, you know, where you'll grab a piece of paper and just squirt different color paints on it to use. And then when you're done, why throw it out? Because it looks pretty daggum cool, in my opinion. See, this is from my jelly plate using one of my stencils. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to figure out another way to use up all these extra scraps, Laura. I was watching, like I was telling everybody, yeah, it's metallic. I was telling everybody a little bit ago that I was watching Nick the Booksmith, and she does her Franken pages. And I thought, well, that would be a really great way to, you know, use up a lot of these extra papers. So, see, that's another one of my palette pages that I just kept. Set that aside for a minute. We got some, oh, one of the pieces I started as a cluster. I better set that one aside. It's looking less and less. Now that matches better. Okay, do you think that matches better or that matches better? Okay, I lost my focus. Where's my focus? Okay. Roses or the other side? What do you guys think? Or cover up that dark one. The flowers better? Roses. Okay. Well, it's one of those things where if I don't, I would not have a problem with getting a whole bunch of scraps together and just sending them out to somebody. Because sometimes they just build up, build up, build up, and you just want to start fresh. Oh, I like that one. Let's do that right here. Oh, this is from one of my mixed media mashup pages. That's a strip left over after doing ATCs with it. So that would be pretty cool going along that edge. What do you guys think? Yeah, maybe? Yeah, why not? You think so, Stacy? That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay, I was saying how I tried somebody else's suggestion on how to coffee dye their papers. What they did was they filled this big bucket up with hot coffee and just layered their paper in it and let it set overnight. Okay. Well, I found that is the most aggravating, irritating, and unproductive ways. Because after you let it set overnight, you still have to split all the papers without ripping them and then lay them out all over the house so they dry. It was just really, really aggravating. So, how do you guys coffee or tea stain your papers? Me, I keep a squirt bottle. Okay. And if I want to stain something, I just squirt it. That's how I did, like my Bible pages and things. Now, don't crucify me. Okay. Yes, I use Bible pages. A lot of people don't, and they think it's sacrilege, and that's okay. But I figure if you use them in crafts and you send out your crafts, what a better way to spread the word of God. You spray yours and put them on the concrete outside. Yeah, thank you. I spray mine. I haven't ever put them outside. I sprayed them and left them out on like newspapers and in the house and just let them dry that way. And some I'd put the fan on it or something, but that's how I've always done mine. I've always just sprayed it and let it go. Okay, for instance, that's coffee dyed. All right, I love the little, when I sprayed it. This is from Sprays. Okay, I love the mottled look. It looks like you spin. See, that's how I do it. I use hot water and about a half a container of instant coffee. Make it really, really strong. And then I spray it and then I'll let it set for a while and then I'll spray it in spots and things like that. Yeah, see, I love that mottled look. Okay. Now this is what happened when I left them soak and then pulled them out overnight. That's just kind of plain to me. I like the look of um and then some of them, what I'll do after I spray it is I'll take a coffee cup or something with a round circle and I'll just set it on there and let it dry that way. So then you get your own coffee rings. But that's how I do mine. Okay, somebody needs, how do I get rid of Nightbot? Okay, hide user on this channel. Please tell me it was the right one. Undo, because I probably just undid somebody else. Oh, now see, I did do it right. All right, hide user on this channel. All right, I just hid Nightbot again. I timed him out last time. He's hidden this time. So I did get Nightbot. All right, good deal. I thought he would be a help and not a hindrance, and he is a royal pain in the butt. So that's how you do yours, Rome. You use the instant coffee, and that's how I do mine. Yours isn't showing up. Okay. I'm just going to fold him over the back. Now, when Nick did hers, she did hers both sides, and then she folded them and used them in as a page in a journal or something. But these are so thick that I would almost think that they would be great as a cover, a journal cover or something like that. Now, I did do that, Rome. I did spray or put the coffee grounds in the water. And when I did that, or in the coffee, let me see, when I did that, it left everything speckled. And not in a good way. I was hoping it would. Let me find an example. Okay, these are some of the... Okay. See, all it did, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Let me see. I don't know if you can or can't. I ironed them just to make them look a little better. But it left little, when I used the coffee grounds, it left little pits in the paper. Oh, maybe you can see it on this one a little better. Do you see the texture on that page? It's not very good, but it's not as bad as it was because I ironed them. But I did leave the coffee grounds on them, and it seemed like they bleached out and didn't leave any extra, extra color on it. So I was really rather disappointed with that experiment doing it that way, and I won't do it again. I'll tell you that. I like the torn edge look. But yeah, the best way I found so far is to just spray it and let them dry. I didn't the first time. I need to strain the coffee through a filter before using the coffee. Well, okay. When I was filling up this bucket with coffee, because I was trying to follow this other person's suggestions, I did. I ran it through my coffee pot. But the pot I made had like 4 scoops of espresso and 3 scoops of regular coffee. So I figured, and then I let it set overnight. So I figured it'd be really good and strong. I told Dad that's what I was doing. Okay, that I was, making coffee to make coffee dye. And he still added it to his coffee the next morning. So he had like a half a cup of that. So I'm like, no wonder your shoulder hurts. You've been flying, haven't you? I haven't tried crushing it or wrinkling it yet. I'll probably try that in the next what do you call it? The next go around. I might even take the ones that I did this time and spray it with my spray instead of doing it that way because like I said, I wasn't really happy with the outcome. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Well, see, now that's a good idea, Rome. I hadn't even thought about that, prior to this. But I do like this mottled look a whole lot better than just that smooth overall. Now it looks like I've got tan paper. I don't know if you can see the texture in this one. Can you see the texture in that? That's from the coffee grounds. But so it's a live and learn type thing, right? Let's do this one right here. Figure we'll learn and move on to the next one. Okay. But I like it when it's when it looks like it's not trying to be aged. You think so, Kim? Yeah, I'll try that next time. You know, some people when they're using book pages in their collage, they'll tear off the white. Well, when I spray mine, you know, with my alcohol sprays or my shimmer sprays, I don't want to throw those out. I think that looks cool. So I keep them and I use them in my clusters or something else. Figure I'll throw that right there. And it doesn't look like I'm gluing them down, you know, that much, but it's because I want to sew them like Nick said. I'm trying new things. I wonder if I can just put that one right in the middle. Yep, I'll do that. And that'll be layered. So, but yeah, so far the instant coffee is what I've found works the best. Nope, not that one. That one, yeah. And it was so much less trouble than soaking the pages, and because then of course I had to keep my cat out of it. My cat, Kitty Purry, that's her name. She was my son's cat at first, but then they have 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 goldfish. And they were moving to Texas. They were taking the dogs. I think they gave away the goldfish. And they took one of the cats. They were getting rid of the other one. And they asked me if I wanted her, and I said yeah. And her name is Kitty Purry. So, and she is a loving cat. But she's like 15 pounds overweight, 10, 15 pounds overweight. I've had her for about a month now, and she's lost about 4 pounds. So I'm hoping that's, you know, a good thing. We got to take her to the vet for her next set of shots, but the 2 dogs that my son had, one of my videos when I was house sitting for them features the 2 dogs, and one is part wolf and part shepherd, and they named him Timber. Go figure. And Timber is, oh my gosh, he's like the size of a small moose. Yes, yes, yes. And he's very loving. He wants to be a lap dog. He's too big to be a lap dog. I'll throw some blue down here and kind of spread out the color some. Anyways, but I believe Kitty Purry is overweight because every time she gets fed, she gobbles it up like she's never going to get fed again. And Dad and I both agree that, you know, she's been taught to think that if she doesn't eat all of her food, she's never going to eat again. because every time they tried to feed her, the dog would eat it. So they would have to move it into the bathroom and hide it and all of that. And so I think she's just your Dachshund is very overweight. We had a neighbor, bless his heart. He loved his Dachshund so much. She slept with him. He was an older gentleman, and he doted on her. Oh my gosh, he carried her around like she was a baby. And he would feed her. His favorite thing to feed her, and her favorite thing to eat, was those little Vienna sausages. And he gave her those things all the time. Well, she got overweight. They took her to the vet because she wasn't feeling really well, starting to not feel good. And the vet told them that she had diabetes. So he had to start giving her a special diet, but he kept feeding her the Vienna sausages. And he was giving her insulin, and he thinks he overdosed her insulin or didn't give it to her in the right dosage one night or one morning, and she passed away. So, you like that? I'm thinking it looks like a Looney Tune threw up on it. What do you guys think? Oh, we've got a little bit of this left. Let's toss some of this in there and give it some balance. Now, I did not know, Laura, that you could mix green beans. Now, is that for a dog or for a cat? Because we bought her some IAMS. IAMS, it's weight control and hairball control. Because this cat is covered in hair to the nth degree. Oh my gosh, you walk through the house and you can see part of Kitty Purry floating through the air. Okay, so I got one little spot, and then we'll flip it over and do the back. Oh, we're having fun today. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, and he was so heartbroken. He built this little memorial in the backyard where he buried her. He put a little trellis there and planted some yellow roses. I mean, he was absolutely devastated when Penny died. Let's see. Yay! We're almost done with this side. Okay, I really don't know what to put right there. Wonder if I could put maybe some newspaper. This is from a 1988 newspaper from Stratford, Canada. Went out there for a what do you call it? A Shakespeare festival, actually, in '88. Had so much fun. Oh, that one says Coast of Greece. Yay! Squid, too. Yuck. No, actually, I've had squid. We went to Windsor, Canada for a day trip. Like I said, I grew up in Detroit. So, you got the Detroit Bridge or the Ambassador Bridge. And we would go over to Windsor on the Canada side of the Detroit River and spend the day. We used to have so much fun. Now, my oldest, even though she was born in Michigan, she wasn't raised there. We moved out of there when she was 2. And I was I married military, so we were all over the place. And then we settled down here in Missouri. And I'd gone up to Michigan to visit some of my friends up there. And we were going to take my daughter over to Canada and let her experience another country, right? This is before Canada. Now you have to have a passport to go over the border, but at the time we didn't. And she was 16 years old. So we were talking to her and explaining to her that, that there's a large population in that part of Canada that speaks French. And so she was really, really excited, I swear the child had no filter. She still doesn't, but she's a little bit more tactful. Okay. So we're walking down one of the main, thoroughfares in downtown Windsor. And there's little restaurants everywhere and, little cultural things that I was trying to expose her to. And we went into this little souvenir shop to pick up some postcards and, just little goofy things. And the proprietor, the guy behind the counter, he had a very heavy French accent. My daughter went absolutely butt crazy stupid. Are you a Frenchman? He's like, no, ma'am, I'm Canadian. But you speak French. He's like, yes, ma'am, I'm Canadian, but I speak French. She starts bouncing up and down and throwing a fit all over the place. Oh my gosh, I got to speak to a Frenchman. Oh my gosh. And he's like, ma'am, he says, I'm not a Frenchman. I'm Canadian. I just speak French. That was one of the most embarrassing times I think I've ever had with her. We leave the store, okay? And we've been down here in Missouri for several years at that point. So she had picked up the hillbilly slang, but she was trying to be so sophisticated. And she's walking down the street. Everybody who passes us, she's going, bonjour, y'all. Yep, she was trying to fit in. Bonjour, y'all. Do they even have hillbillies in France? I don't know. No kidding, Kim. My daughter Brooke has been the source of most of the comedy that I had raising children. She was my first and my oldest. Obviously, first of four. And oh my gosh. She is the reason that they penned the phrase, mothers of teenagers now know why animals eat their young. Because I swear, when kids turn 16, the asshole gene kicks in. But then there's so much fun, too, because you get to pick on them. They get embarrassed so badly. Oh, yeah. And when you're a parent that has no shame, revenge is so sweet. Hi, Trisha. Okay, so we got this side. Let's flip it. And we'll do something on this side. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So let's just do a big piece of newsprint. Oh, duh. No kidding, Kim. Oh, yeah, she was oh my gosh. When she was in high school, okay? She's the kid that doesn't have a filter. She honestly means what she says and says what she means, and she doesn't realize the fact that, you know what, you don't say things that way. You just don't. But she didn't care. And we were in, let's see, she was in high school, 10th grade. And her choir teacher just did not get along. You know how sometimes you find those people that you just butt heads. Doesn't matter what you do. You can bend over and kiss their butt backwards and upside down, and you still won't get along. And Brooke and her just did not get along. Okay, it didn't matter what I did to help smooth things over. No, she didn't like Brooke, and Brooke didn't like her. And when they would get in trouble at school, oh yeah, no kidding, Marina. Brooke is still the same way. I will tell you that. She is still the same way. Let me just throw that right there. I'm thinking too much. Just talk and craft, Kelly. Talk and craft. You will get it. I promise. Ooh, that one's pretty. I don't want to cover that one up, though. So let's put that in there. Anyway, but when you would get in trouble at this school, they would give you what they called a referral to go to the office. And I swear, Brooke was in the office probably 2 or 3 times a week. No lie. And every time the kids would get a referral, mom or dad would get the phone call. And I'd have to go up to the school. I'd have to talk to Brooke. I'd have to find out what was going on, threaten to beat her within an inch of her life, and then go home again. That would usually make the teachers happy. Until the next time. Let's do that one down there. Anyways, but this one time, the teacher was asking, the class if you had any questions to raise your hand. So Brooke raised her hand. Teacher wouldn't call on her. Nobody else was raising their hand. So Brooke decided she was going to blurt out her question anyway. Well, that didn't make the teacher very happy, obviously. And so she asked Brooke, do you want a referral? And Brooke finally just had it. She told her, might as well. You're passing them out like effing cookies. So guess what? Brooke got a referral to the office. I get a phone call. At this point, I'm so tired of going to the school. Okay? Totally and absolutely dead dog tired. Every time I would come in there, the secretaries would just scatter. Okay? They were just gone as I was fed up. So this time I decided, all right, Brooke, we'll see if it's as important to you to be a smart aleck as it is for you to keep your reputation as a cool kid. Okay? So what I did was I put on my flannel pajamas, fuzzy bunny slippers, put my hair up in curlers. Now, mind you, I never wear curlers, okay? We had them for Halloween. That was why they were there. I put my hair up in curlers, put that green face mask on, the kind that dries after 20 minutes and you're supposed to peel it off. Put a green face mask on and a fluffy bathrobe, and I went to the school just like that. During lunchtime, when you walk in the door, there's the commons area, and at lunchtime, that's also the cafeteria. The office was on the other side of the cafeteria from the front door. So I had to walk through the entire cafeteria, fully loaded down with teenagers, to get to the office to find out why I was getting called up to the office again. So as I'm walking through 250 some odd high school kids, I'm yelling at the top of my lungs for my daughter, first and last name. Brooke Maynard. Oh, yeah. And I yelled it probably 10 times before I made it to the office. The secretary was gone. The counselor had to come out and deal with me. I never got a phone call again. Now, I still don't know if that was because of Brooke behaving or because the secretaries didn't want me to come back up there. Yes, creative parenting. That is what I called it. That was my, and I did not get another call up to the office for the rest of the year. Brooke also didn't talk to me for about 2 weeks. But it's all good, it's all good. I got my point across. Hi, Kat. But yeah, I love raising kids. I do. A lot of parents are like, I can't wait till they move out. Now I'm like, I can't wait till they come home. And I'll probably feel different if they actually showed up at the door and said, hey, Mom, we need a place to live. I'd be like, no, wait, no. But that's okay. Oh, I got glue everywhere and it's driving me bonkers. Stop. Okay, give me 1 second because I've got to get these glue balls off my fingers. But yeah, so creative parenting. When she was 12, okay, this was before we moved down to Missouri. We were still in Southern California at the time. And she was in junior high, and I was a single mom at that point because I'd gotten a divorce from my husband. He was a jerk. But anyway, she kept throwing an absolute fit. We were walking through Kmart. Mom, I've got to have these $70 shoes. I've got to have these $70 shoes. Everybody in school has them. I have to have them. And she was throwing an absolute hissy fit. And finally, I got fed up with it. And I put my knees together like that. I held my hand up to my chest like this. And I tilted my head to the side and I started yelling, Brooke, and chasing her through Kmart. Why did you leave me in the car? It's hot out there. She's like, mother. And I chased her for about 10 minutes that way. She never gave me a hard time in the store after that. Never, not once. Not even when she turned 16 and the asshole gene kicked in. She was determined I was not going to embarrass her. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got my husband, too. Holy crap. Yeah, we were still dating when this happened. But you ever go into a store with somebody, okay, and you're standing there and you're talking to them while you're looking at something on the shelf, and you turn around and they're not there? So you've been talking for God knows how long to the alcohol or to the bleach or to the hydrogen peroxide on the shelf. You have no idea how long they've been gone. Well, he kept doing that. We were still dating at this time. I still can't believe he married me anyway. No lie. Because he took off on me. And I was standing there talking for, I don't even know how long before I realized he wasn't even there. Well, we were at the store that day picking up some items because we were going to have half of his unit, his military unit, over because they were getting ready to go out in the field for 30 days. And so we were going to barbecue and, listen to some music and just, play cards or whatever. So we were at Kmart trying to get ready for this get together. And his first sergeant was with us. Okay. I will never forget this because his first sergeant's standing there. I'm talking. His first sergeant never said a word that he had left. I'm like, all right, fine. I will get you both. All right. I had kids, I no shame. I did not care. This was a military payday in a military town on a Friday night. Yeah. So the store was crowded. I will just put it that way. The store was crowded. He comes back around the corner a few minutes later. I fell down on the floor at his feet, grabbed a hold of his ankles, and started screaming at the top of my lungs. Please don't leave me. I swear I didn't sleep with your brother. It's not his baby. His first sergeant was toast. That was it. He was on the ground laughing his butt off. My boyfriend at the time, he was my husband, stood there and his jaw just hit the ground. And he just like deer in headlights look. And I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, begging him not to leave me because I didn't sleep with his brother. It wasn't his baby. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? There you are. He never walked away from me in the store again either. Oh, it's called creativity. It's called having a sense of humor. If you don't have one, I'm serious, life really sucks. And you have to have a sense of humor. Hey, Kieran, are you still here? That might be one of yours. So, yeah. I don't know where to put it. Let's just throw it anywhere. I'm just kind of haphazardly grabbing stuff. But yeah, so you got to have a sense of humor. And, you know, it really does. My kids, they're a blast. Even when they were buttholes as teenagers, they were a blast. Let's do you right there. And even now, I watch my daughter with her kids, Brooke, you know, my oldest. And I will sit there on her couch. I'll be visiting her or something one day, and I'll be sitting on her couch and just listening to her go off on her kids when they're all, you know, acting the fool or whatever. And I will be laughing my butt off. And she will come out there and she'll be like, what do you think is so funny? And I'm just thinking, it worked. The curse worked. And she will just roll her eyes and go in the other direction. I'm like, you have no idea how awesome it is when you sit back and you find out that the mother's curse really does work. And we'll put you down here. Why not? Might as well use it all up, right? Oh, I know, right, Kim? Laura, it's seriously, you got to have a sense of humor because life sucks so bad sometimes that you really have no other recourse than if you don't laugh, you might as well just find yourself a cave, crawl into the back of it, and never come out again. Because, I mean, how can you manage to handle all the ugly that's going on in the world if you can't laugh? If we just, oh, there's my other index card. Good. I was looking for that for my washi tape. Come here, Kiki. Kitty Purry. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you tonight. Come here, baby. You guys want to say hi to Kitty Purry? Come here. Come here, gorgeous. Come here, fatso. Oh, this is my fat baby. Let me move the paper. Oh, let me put her up there. Oh, look at my fat baby. Ah, you see you? You're so big. You're so gorgeous. Where's my kisses? Thank you. Hold on. Let's move the camera. So, whoops. Don't fall off. There you are. Alrighty, alrighty. You're not used to being up here. I wonder what fell. Ah. Yep, she's a gorgeous chunk monk. That's what I call her, my chunk monkey. You know, it's laughing and never taking things so seriously. You really can't. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Stamp. Oh, really, Cat? You have a calico? That doesn't have enough color on it. Well, that one's got too much color on it. Ooh, here's another one of these. I wonder if I can just stick that down here. I don't know. My dad taught me growing up that you don't have to have a whole lot of money. Now, let's go this way. You know, to have a good time. We would all go to the beach with the family. You know, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins. They're all bringing in, you know, lawn chairs and coolers and barbecue grills and bags of food. And shoot, my sister would have the towels. I'd have the blanket. Dad would have a bucket of KFC. And bam, that was all we did. We sat there. We got sticky or greasy with the chicken. Then we jumped in the water. You don't have to go through all of that just to, I don't know. Oh, that one was too hard. Okay, Kat. Hope to see you soon. Tinkerbell's about 6 months. Yeah. She's, I'm wanting to say she's almost 2 years old. Or a little over 2 years, because I think she needs her shots, her second year shots. But yeah, that piece I just put down was from another mixed media mashup, and that was from a mixed media mashup. So I mean, I keep all my strips, all my extras, because I think they're cool. Let's see, how's that one? We'll throw that one in there. Why not? I will just put that one right in the middle. I really want some color in here. Oh, the last kitty cat I lost was in 2012, and she was my angel. I had her from little bitty, and her name was Bella. Solid white, crystal blue eyes, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I want to use that one. I will just put it right there. And she got out of the house and disappeared one day, and she didn't have her front claws because she was an inside cat. And I never saw her again. I looked and looked and looked and cried my eyes out. Oh my God, she was my baby. So yeah, I can totally empathize with the pain of losing. How do you know what, Stamp? You see that? It's a little bitty gift bag. Whenever I have extras, I just tuck it in there and throw it in. And then when it gets too full and I can't fit anything else, then I decide, okay, well, it's time to do clusters, or it's time to do some serendipity pages, or like this one, I'm following the idea from Nick the Booksmith. Hers is Franken pages, because after she glues her papers on and together, then she takes it to the sewing machine and she runs, you know, zigzag stitches around some of the pages that she puts on there. And it looks really, really cool. But yeah, that's what I do. I mean, see? And then I've got all of these. And can you believe it? All of those, all of this fit in this little bitty bag. So, now I got to put it all back in here. Okay. Well, at least all the ones I'm not using. Because I'm not going to use a bunch of the, you know, the plain strips. You know, like the ends you cut off that you don't use for signatures and things like that. Get some of these out of the way. Yeah, I miss her. Kitty Purry, she's helping. It's, you know, not the same, but you know, hey, it is what it is, and you do what you can do, and you plug on. Yes. Oh, if it's for a light bulb, did you already put one in the? That's what we needed it for. Was the one next to the recliner because that lamp is out. Oh, I didn't even know. I looked and I did not see them. We had a light bulb go out and I couldn't find the spares. So I put it on our grocery list and Dad just went in there and bink, found them right off the bat. Okay. Well, we get some of these back out of the way because I just dumped them on top of everything. But it's all right. And like this piece right here, I was working with a painter friend of mine, and we were redoing a bathroom for someone, and they wanted this wallpaper. Okay, this is covered in glass beads. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and it's white. It's clear. Let me see if there's the other piece close by that I can show you. But I was trying. I kept some of the scraps because this stuff was like $240 a yard. And that's what they wanted their bathroom done in. So I took a little square and cut it ATC size, 2.5 by 3.5, and I sprayed it with some alcohol sprays to see what it would do. And that's what I got out of it. Oh, that's cool, Marina. I usually go back and forth when there's 2 or 3 people on, but it's good. Tell Spanky and Matthias I said hi. And when we're done here, I'll probably come over there if they're still on. But nothing else will stick to it. So I haven't really figured out what else to do with it. But I got a whole bunch of scraps, and it's beautiful. It's really heavy duty. I thought it would make a really beautiful, like a journal cover or, you know, texture or anything. It's just gorgeous. Okay, let me pull these out. We'll leave that up there. Okay, and I also keep extra like scraps of napkin and things like that that's left over when I'm decoupaging. I'll keep it in there. Oh, I've got another piece of this, so I'll put this on. Let's see, just throw that right there. Oh, right in the middle of where it's going to fold. But that's okay. Got a little bit more to throw in here. And then we'll be done. Oh, I like the pattern. And we'll be done with this page. And I've actually used quite a bit of scraps, but I still have so many left over. See, I would love to be able to use a shoebox, but I don't have the room for it. I've got a little, like a walkway in my bedroom that's all my craft stuff. And I've kind of got it set up in a, you know, like one of, like a U shape, a long U that takes up half my bedroom. I had to get rid of my bed and get a smaller bed. It was either that or get rid of my clothes. And I thought, well, I could probably live with a smaller bed. So I got a smaller bed so I can have a craft room. I lost my scissors. There they be. Alrighty. Okay. So that's the one side. That's the other side. Would have been cool if I found another one of these. I could have put it up in this corner instead, but I don't think I have one. No, I don't. But it's all good. But look at all these strips. See, this would be perfect to make those clusters. Putting all of these together. All of those strips. Yay! And here's one little piece of tissue paper. Where can I throw that? Let's see. Well, put you right there. And then we'll put you over on this side. You ever keep your tissue paper from like when you get a gift bag for Christmas or your birthday or Mother's Day or something like that? I do. And then when I get bored one day and I don't know what to craft, I'll dig out my stamps and my tissue paper and I'll just stamp all over it. You guys ever do that? See, now, Kim, I just bought one of those 10-inch memory foams for $200. Okay? Yeah, this was 2 months ago because I have rods in my back from that motorcycle accident. And the bed that I got, that twin bed, wasn't a good idea, to be honest. I should not have gotten rid of my bed. But, and oh my gosh, it sucks. I only had it 2 days and I called them up and asked them if I could return it and they said no. Even though there's supposed to be a 10-year warranty on it, they still said no returns. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. You guys are retarded. So now I'm stuck with a 10-inch memory foam that I can't use. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, guys. I don't know. I kind of like it like that. But I am going to try because Nick the Booksmith first came out so pretty. Let me see. See, it doesn't matter how much I did. It still feels like I have so much left over. I still can't believe all of this fit in that little bitty bag. Look at all of that. But it did. All of this. Okay. Put some of this stuff away. But newspapers, napkins, whatever's left over, it all fits in this little bag. And it's perfect. And it sits right on one of the little drawer things I have on my desk. So whenever I'm doing something, I can always just reach over and boop, just tuck it in if I have leftovers. But yeah, this one little bitty gift bag. I mean, it's not even, my hand is bigger than it. You see that? All the way down to the bottom, right there. My hand is still bigger than it. It's taller than it. And it holds a whole lot of scraps. Let's put the glue on this. Get some of this out of the way. Okay. Yeah, it's overflowing, but it all fits. And I still have room. See? I still have room. Now I'll set that up there out of the way. And I got to turn around because my sewing machine is right behind me, but my camera won't reach over there. So I'll be gone for about 2 minutes. I'm just going to sew whatever on here just to say I did it like Nick did. And I will be right back. See, I want to show you something. This is the first time I tried to use some of my scraps, and I did it in a different way. What I did was I Mod Podged it all over some wax paper, but I don't like how it came out. I don't like the consistency of it. You know, it feels like it'll just crackle. So give me 1 second. Yeah, here are those pages I soaked in the coffee. Turn right around. Have you guys seen my mini journals? That was the one I did. And I covered it in triple thick. There's the back. There's that one. And then I did this one. There's the back on that. And then I did a really kind of a plain one. So let's see. Five. All right. Let's pick a. We'll do this side. I think why she used big pages is because it was easier to sew around them, you know, instead of trying to sew little bitty pieces. Well, let's try the side. Well, I'll tell you what, my sewing leaves a lot to be desired. At least on paper. How come everybody else's comes out looking so cool? Look, mine looks like, really look like Frankenstein. You see that? And I even made my stitches wide enough. But that's okay. It's white on the other side. And I ran out of my bobbin thread already, so I'm not going to go any further and deal with all of that. But yeah, I made these mini journals for Stacy's over at Pete Poodle Crafts for her mini challenge she's doing this month. Let me move these out of the way. I did want to tell you guys, there's a website if you're into like vintage images and things like that. Let me get a copy of it. It's called, oh, phooey, let me look. It's called The Old Design Shop. If you go to her website, she's got so many images that are free that you can download. And it's just absolutely, I spent probably a good 4 or 5 hours going through her web page. All right. I know this is kind of a mess, but this is my pile I've been working on today. Oh, that's where that thing went. Hey, there's my stamp pad. Imagine what happens when you clean, right? Oh, see, there's all the scraps from when I trimmed off to do the signatures for my dad's journal. And these are the napkins I used, leftovers. Michael's had a sale. I don't know if it's still going on, but I got some detailed scissors, you know, like those fussy cutting scissors, and a 1/8 inch hole punch. Both of these together, I paid $2.76. Yeah, I just haven't opened them and used them yet. I was playing with my new stamps, so I stamped a whole bunch so I could cut out the images, and then I just sprayed it with alcohol ink. That was using my inches. I just tiled them on. I took a napkin. I Mod Podged it or decoupaged it to a piece of cardstock, and then I had used a stencil and one of my sprays to make the background, and I just put them all together, and so that came out. The mermaid image on my journal, I got that. It's a stamp I got from, in fact, I've got it right here. Nope, wrong one. Let me grab it. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it. I got this from AliExpress. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love it. But yeah, I got that from AliExpress. Oh, where'd the other ones go I just had? Oh, well, phooey. All right. I wanted to show you those images. Oh, this is some of those other papers that I dyed. Oh, there we are. Okay. This is from the old design web shop that I was, let me see. It's called The Old Design Shop. Oh, not that. And yeah, Nick the Books. Nope, this was Nick's, not the Old Design Shop. I'm sorry. Nick the Booksmith. She has some of her own images that she's sharing. But she was talking about the Old Design Shop. That's why I got that. You know, like postcards, IB, whatever they're called, IBSN or IBNS cards for libraries. Report cards, book covers, little expense cards, seed packets, things like that. Free images, okay? So if you go to Nick's webs or her YouTube channel and check out her beginners junk journal series, it's a 5-part series. She has a link where she keeps all of her images on her Flickr account, and it's absolutely beautiful. So, I mean, I was really, really happy. And of course, I got my Alice in Wonderland graphics that I've been saving. Okay. So, but I know it's getting late and there are other people trying to get on and do their live streams like Spanky, and I think Stacy will probably be on in a little bit if she's not already on yet. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I wanted to thank you guys for spending a couple hours with me and having fun. I hope you had a laugh or two. Hi, Stacy. You know what? This is the second time you've done that. I was fixing to get offline because I figured you were going online. Oh, Stace, since you're here, okay, I wanted to show you 3 of my minis. I made some mini journals for the challenge. Okay, I got these all tied up. But check it out. See, that's it opened up. Well, I don't want to intrude on yours. Don't go anywhere, Lisa. Wait. Oh, you're not going on until 10. Okay, that's good. Are you stealing it? But what I did was I cut out a manila folder long enough to fold pockets over on the sides. And then I just stamped it with that rich cocoa ink. Didn't want to color it in, so I covered it with triple thick so it would protect the image. So that was that one. And then this one is my fairy one. Make sure it stayed up and down. There's no pockets in here, but there's 2 signatures. I haven't decorated the signatures. I don't know if I'm going to or not. I figure these are little journals or something that somebody would appreciate. And then this one is just a plain one that I did from a manila envelope I had with a pocket on the inside and a pocket on the outside or the back. And I sewed in a little signature there. So, but yeah, so that's 3 of my little minis. I took pictures, but I haven't downloaded them to the what you call it yet. And I just used brads as the fasteners. I can't do it upside down. That doesn't help. Yeah, there we go. And then this one, same thing with the brad. And my little tassel. But we were talking about Franken pages and how come my stitches look like Frankenstein. Did you see that? On my mini journals, I do. I don't have it uploaded yet though, Kim. I do have, I think it's a 2-part series because I was working on these along with my dad's journal that he wants. So, Stace, that was my tiles from my inchies. But yeah, I was trying to sew the zigzag stitch. And it was really, really close together in some spots and really, really wide apart in others. So I'm having fun learning how to do that. I got 1 week left until the auction. Stace, 1 week from today. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, it'll be I'll upload them. I was trying to make a bunch of videos so that I could upload them after I have surgery because I don't know if I'll be able to sit in my craft room with my leg all jacked up like it's going to be. Here's another journal that is not decorated at all. But look at how how they did the the ties. There's a little slot here, a little slot here with the ribbon in it, right? Okay, I will. And then it comes out here. That'll open, which I think is awesome. And there's another little slot right here. I just love the way they set this up. Oops. And then it's got all the pages in that aren't decorated yet. And then the back is the same. So you don't have to worry about anything. And then you just tie it together. I just thought that was really cool. So I'm going to figure out how to do that, see if it's any easier than other ways. Because I think that's the hardest thing I found is figuring out how to, you know, do the fasteners or attach a way to close the journal without it looking, you know, cheeky. So it was another way. Oh, Stace, I got to show you this. Look what Dad got me. He got it for me for earlier in my birthday. Check that out. Let me see. You can get it in there. That came in today. I told him the other day I wanted it for my birthday. It's the 72. Yeah, no kidding, right? Check these out. Comes in 3 trays. But yeah, that was my OMG Happy Mail today. That came in today. I said he ordered it way early. My birthday is not till the end of September. But yeah, I've got like 100 different I can put this in my scrap bag. 100 different Crayola colored pencils. But I didn't have the Prismacolor that I wanted because I really like doing the shading and the extra colors and things like that, giving some depth and dimension. And so now I got those. I was really, really happy. You weren't here earlier, so I wanted to show you. Dad wanted me to wanted a journal, right? But he wanted it for a different reason than what we normally do. And you've met Dad. There we go. So I've got 4 signatures for Dad. And I made a little thing on the front to hold a pencil. And this is what he wanted. And he didn't want me to sew it into a binder. He wants to be able to remove them. So now I got to change and make a new cover for it so I can put them in with like a big rubber band or something so he can slide them out and put it back in again. And he didn't want all the frou-frou or anything because he wants these sides to be able to put his own pictures and stuff on it. So, and he's got a pocket in the back. He picked out the napkins. He picked out the papers. He picked out everything and told me what he wanted. So this is his design. And I've only got the first two signatures completely done. I don't have the second 2 yet. But I was going to just put them in one. I had already made the binder, the cover for it. But he wanted to be able to take them out. So now I got to revamp that. And then there's this one. I haven't decorated this one yet. Or this one. But that's what he wanted. That's what he got. Did you get some moon cookies at the grocery store earlier? Did you go to Trader Joe's? Ah. Well, I'm going to give... Yeah, he does have really good taste. And you just went to Walmart? Yeah. Yeah, Dad likes, like I called it earlier. I call my taste simple elegance. I think his is oversimplified elegance. But that's what he likes. That's his thing. So, oh, I wanted to tell you, this thing that I used, Stacy. You know when you go to the doctors and they wrap those big rubber things around your arm to take your blood, and then they just throw them out because it's touched your skin? I make them give me the one they're going to throw out. So it's perfect for, I don't know, I would think that'd be a good way to bind a journal or something. I've got a couple of these. I don't have very many, but that's what I was using for the, oh yeah, this is the first original cover. Yeah, that'd be fun. Got my hot air gun, or my hot heat gun, whatever you call it, in the mail finally. Took them 3 months to get here, almost like that Tim Holtz glass mat you guys were waiting on forever. What am I going to do with what? My heat gun? Oh, yeah. Well, I used parts of this also, and I attached it to here because it's rubber, and it's really, it's got a really good grip, you know? So trying to slide a pencil in and out, it'll hold the pencil or pen really, really well. And I thought, what a great idea to put on the front of these, you know, things that, because Dad says he wanted someplace to be able to put an ink pen or a pencil and hold it on there. So that's what I did. I put some right here. I've never tried an all fabric journal, Lisa. And I've got fabric. I just always forget to combine the two. Yes, we do. In fact, I was going to ask you about that. Not this week, but maybe next week. Maybe the weekend after the auction. Because Dad should be good enough where he can handle me being gone for, you know, overnight. And then I'll come out there on like a Saturday or a Thursday or something. And stay until like Saturday morning or Saturday. How does that sound? Will that work for you? Stace, I'll call you sometime this week, or probably, yeah, sometime this week, and we can set up a time where I can come out and spend a day or two. Hi, Patty Ann. Okay. Well, since we're still here and I got the first two done, I can probably go ahead and work on this one and just use up the rest of the paper until I have to get more paper. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, these are the papers that Dad chose. Let me get the others. That one's there. This one I added in because it matched and we needed some lighter colors with it. See, and then there was this one. And I think I'm just about out of the others. Then there's that one. So those are the colors. I'm probably going to have to dig into the pad and dig out some more. Because I'm running out of, what do you call it? The variety. In fact, let me grab that paper pad right now. Give me 1 second. It's right over here. Okay, you guys don't laugh at me. All right. This is all the paper pads I have. Seriously, I do not have much in the lines of scrapbook paper. See, I have this one. I have that one, and that one. And that's it. That's all I have. And I got that one for my grandmother's journal. This one because I was going to decorate my granddaughter's room. Tammy Ward. I don't think she's in Coffee Cup Crafts. I don't know if she's in Pink Poodle. She might be in the Flock. Are you in the Flock, Patty Ann, or 70 Acre Studios? She might be in the Divas. The Divine Craft Divas. Let's see. Any of these will match. No, it's not. This is the one Dad used, so. Yes, to both. Yeah. Well, she might be. Did you try Melissa's show or Melissa's? Michael's. We don't have a Michael's out here, Laura. The only thing I have is a Hobby Lobby and a Tuesday morning. And I don't go to Hobby Lobby very often because they're rather on the expensive side. Let me pull that one out. That'll match. And that one will match. Okay. Kind of lighten up some of them dark colors. You never pick them up? What don't you pick up, Kim? You only have a Hobby Lobby? Yeah, we have a Hobby Lobby and a Tuesday mornings. That's it. I have to go to another state to go to Michael's. We used to have a Hancock fabric, but they weren't so much, into the scrapbooking, crafting stuff as they were just fabric. Okay, so we've got these. I use this one. I do this really, really easy. Oh, well, see, I don't normally either unless I'm doing them for a specific reason. Like the one pad is steampunk, okay, and I've been working on steampunk a lot. Then the other pad was a designer pad that I picked up. I got it half off because I was working on a journal for my grandmother, a memorial journal. And then the pink one was because I was going to use it to decorate my granddaughter's bedroom wall. And she ended up, well, it just worked out. Put it this way, it didn't work out for me to do her wall. So I had to do something else. And so I got stuck with all the paper. But yeah, that's it. Those are the only 4 paper pads I have. Okay, Stace, that sounds cool. I would love to actually walk into a Michael's. I've never been in a Michael's. Honest engine. But yeah, but yeah, those are the only pads I have, and the only reason I got them was for a specific purpose. Yeah, she was talking about the one pad I have that I got because it had steampunk on it, Stace. It had steampunk items. See, called Vintage Treasure, but it had some steampunk elements and things like that on it. You know, like the typewriter, the numbers, the compass, the cameras, the periodic table, the patterning stuff down there. And it looks like newsprint right here. Yeah, I liked it too, Lisa. And like I said, the only reason I got it was because I was working on my very first steampunk project, which I finally finished, thank gosh. And that's going to be in my auction. Although, okay, Kim, thanks for hanging out with us. What do you mean, Stace? We're going to change what, hon? Have a great night, Kim. Yeah, I have a printer. Alrighty. Put that out of the way. Put that up here. Oh, phooey, I lost my cape. There it is. Yeah, so like I said, if I wanted to go to Michael's or Joann's, I have to go to either Tennessee or Kentucky. Oh, change the fact that I haven't been. Yeah, you can pop my Michael's cherry. But yeah, I can't wait for Saturday. Dad says he's still going to do the live the live entertainment for the auction. Oh my gosh, you guys thought I was a nut earlier? Stacy, you missed some of the good stories. Where do you guys think I learned it from? Oh yeah, I got all mine honestly from my dad. Trust me. Now see, I wish my kids loved me enough to do that. Even if they just gave me a Hobby Lobby one, I'd be happy with a Michaels or not a Michaels, an Amazon one, because then I can just, order it whatever I need from Amazon. My son decided he wasn't going to buy me anything anymore, ever again. He bought me a steam cleaner 1 year for Mother's Day, and somebody who was supposed to be my friend at the time took it and destroyed it. I hadn't even used it yet. And then for Christmas 1 year, he bought me a digital camera, and my daughter Brooke borrowed it, and I've never seen it again. And I think he's just done giving up. Now, I didn't loan out my steam cleaner. She just took it. But it gives you gift cards to Joann's or Michael's. Oh, that's awesome, though. That's awesome. Yeah, you should have seen him earlier. He was trying to figure out how we could scare the cat. He's a trip. Like I said, I get my goofiness from him. I totally get it, honestly. Yeah, not nice, you mean? Oh my gosh. He's as goofy with the animals as I was with my kids. He threw a tennis ball across the room and wasn't trying to hit the cat. He was trying to hit the closet door behind the cat. And it did. It hit it. But when it did, it made such a noise. It sounded almost like a gunshot. And that cat jumped about 15 feet in the air, turned around midair, took off without even touching the floor. So I'm sorry. I just thought that was pretty daggone funny. You have 5 more minutes to sit on your butt? Okay. I know you're going on at 10, so we'll get off here before you go on. So everybody can head on over to your channel. Ah, I lost a page. Where am I going? Where am I going? Here we go. Here's one. Okay. Plus, I think I'm about out of double-sided tape. I'll have to dig out another roll. Doing this journal for Dad, I've gone through 3 rolls of double-sided tape. Yeah, I could probably glue, but that would probably take me a whole lot longer than just using tape. Yep, that was it. But at least it let me finish this page. So, but I will finish this page, and then I will go ahead and get off so that Stacy has time to get ready for her live. And I have time to clean up my mess before I join you guys over there. So if you guys don't have any other plans, Stacy's going live at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that's in about 30 minutes. And if you don't know, she's over at Pink Poodle Crafts. And she's an awesome, awesome, awesome artist. Oh, no, I'm going to. I've been on since 7. So it's been 2.5 hours, and I try not to be on too long. One, because my butt starts hurting. I need to get one of those chairs that has the memory foam in it. So, all right, Lisa, you have a good night, hon. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, Rome, it's the only way to go. You know, my sleep schedule has been crazy, so I haven't been able to make a lot of the late night live streams on Stacy's channel lately. But I'm hoping that will be changed here pretty daggum soon. Okay, there's that one. Okay, I want an all red one. And you know, I'll be able to participate a whole lot more than I have been. Oh yeah, I'm getting down to the wire. I only have 6 rolls left. I know you do, hon. But, you know, I don't do lives all the time because, you know, there's so many of my friends that do lives. So I'll try to sneak one in here or there during the daytime. And like tonight, I was only gonna do it until 9 because that's when I thought Stacy was gonna go on. I thought she was going on at 9:30, and I didn't want to encroach on her live stream. So no. There are times I am really boring Stacy. Although today was a good day. We had some laughs at the expense of my daughter Brooke. No, I don't. And you're not bad. I love, you know, chatting with you guys and hanging out. It's the 9, 10, and 16-hour live streams that I can't handle. Hey, I have an idea. Stace, do you have plans for Halloween? Do you want to do like a collaboration on Halloween, a live stream? I'll come down to your place and we can do a Halloween thing. We'll dress up and all of that. All right, Laura, we'll see you in a little bit. So, Stace, you want to do a special live stream, like almost like we did on New Year's, but not that obviously not that, you know, detailed and intricate. I figured it'll be fun to do something for Halloween. What do you think? Ah. All right. I'll see you in about 30 minutes, Stace. Thanks for popping in. And I'm going to go ahead and encroach or whatever. Don't worry, do your thing. No, like I said, I wasn't planning on being on super long tonight anyway. Sometimes I'd rather somebody else do all the work. You know how that goes, right? All right. So Stacy's heading out. Nah, I'm going to head out too, sweetie. I'll be on your channel as well. I'll probably be doing the same thing. I won't be doing nothing else. So, yeah. Shower and PJs before Stacy goes on. Yeah, that's what I need to do too, Rome. But yeah, Halloween stream party. That would be absolutely fabulous. You know, maybe we can get Katie and Pauline, maybe somebody else that wants to drive up or whatever. That would be awesome. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Okay, everybody, if you're still wanting to play and have a good time, scoot on over to Stacy. She's starting her stream in about 30 minutes. Thank you for spending time with me today, you guys. If you haven't, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, click the bell icon if you want notified that I'm gonna go live or I'm uploading a video. And love you too, sweetie. I'll see you in a few. And you guys have an awesome day. Have an awesome evening. Have an awesome weekend. Have an awesome week. Okay. My auction is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time next Saturday. I'm raising money to help me get some teeth. Okay. I'm tired of yogurt and applesauce. Just kidding. But it's really hard to bite into a hamburger when you're gumming it to death. But yeah. Have a great time. Remember, always find the humor in life, because if you don't, life sucks. Really, really does. Okay. And I will see you guys on the flip side. All right. Thanks for joining me. You guys have a great one. Bye.